natives. This is sun, moon, and rising sign in Aries. Of course, this is my take on the astrology and the cards, and because of that, it may not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, no worries. Just pass it on by, and I do hope you find what you're looking for. Pardon me, it's early in the morning here, and I'm excited to be doing this reading. I have been so busy with other things at the clinic this month that I really haven't had time to do many readings, so I think I'm going to do pop-ups like this. If you like this type of content, why not consider subscribing, like the video, and we also have a Patreon account if you would like to support the channel. Okay, Aries. So this is going to be an interesting time for you. July is a good month. It's a really good month. Looking at the astrology, it looks like the three sectors that are going to be in focus for the month are going to be finances, career, and relationships. And that's not a surprise. You're changing jobs, you're getting your money under control, and those relationships are just getting better and better. So it looks like it's going to be a fabulous month. Now, that doesn't mean that there won't be some issues because, there's always lessons and there's always things that help us grow. So let's see what the cards have to say. I'm going to do just basically a general reading. And if you guys would hold your questions till the end, because I'll probably answer them during the course of this video. If not, definitely let me hear your questions and I'll do what I can to answer those. But if it's really specific to you, you might need a personal reading as opposed to this general reading. So, okay, you ready? Let's do this. Oh, I should tell you, this is my take on the astrology and the cards, and because of that, it won't resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, no worries, pass it on by, and I do hope you find what you're looking for. I think I already said that, but time to say it again because new folks joined us. So let me know where you're watching this from, where you're at, and I hope you're having a really good Friday. It looks like it's going to be an interesting day. We do have a void, of course, later on this evening. So I would say get as much done as you can today, early in the day, and rest and relax in the evening. Or go out and have some fun. Okay, so I'm going to draw the first card, which will be the energy you're bringing forward from June into July, Aries. Whoops, and there it is. Love it when it works like that. And the card is Focus. All of my thoughts are directed towards my highest good. Wow, I don't think it gets better than that, does it? And that pretty much sums up June for Aries too. You were focused, you were ready to make necessary changes, and you got stuff done in June. So if you're watching this in June and things haven't come together yet, don't worry. After the strawberry moon, the big strawberry moon will change things for you a lot. It will narrow down your focus on what's important, and chances are good that you'll hear back from that job interview you did, and then things will just fall into place. I think that this has been a really chaotic time for you the last 2 years, but that's everybody. But you have used this time and these challenges to really get focused and get back on track about what's important. And you stop settling. You stop settling for people that weren't treating you like you should be treated, jobs that disrespected you or didn't pay you what you were worth. You just stopped all of that. So now you're making these changes, and moving out of your comfort zone is exhilarating, but it is also a little bit stressful. So kudos to you definitely for making these changes and doing this, because this takes guts. It does. But nobody said that Aries didn't have guts, because you do definitely. So we see you bringing this energy, this focus, this determination, this no longer settling, there's no other way to put it, forward into July. So that's really amazing. So what is going to be your biggest obstacle for the month? Let's see. We'll do this deck again. Your biggest obstacle for July. Oh, lots of cards. Okay, we'll just take the top one here. Action. Oh, well, that's interesting because normally Aries doesn't have a problem taking action. Usually it's just the opposite. All the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, and excuse me for coughing here, all the fire signs have the inclination to jump out there and take action quickly. Sometimes that's to our detriment. I'm a fire sign, so I'm right there with you. Sometimes it's exactly what needs to happen. So it kind of goes back and forth. So that may be more of the issue, not so much that you're hesitating in the month of July, more so maybe you jump out there too quickly. So I think, yeah, as long as you stay focused and you know what you're trying to achieve, I think you can manage this. The affirmation for this card is I step into my glorious future with determination and power. Pretty awesome. But yeah, I think just as long as you have a goal or a plan to follow, then you're less likely to react. So yeah, and that will be the biggest obstacle. So what's going to be your biggest asset for the month? And welcome everybody. This is a live reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Okay. Ooh, your biggest asset is faith. This is interesting because this is not just having faith in yourself. This is having faith in the universe or having faith in your abilities, having faith in other people. And that is what Aries struggles with. You believe in yourself because you know what you're capable of. You know what you can do. But it's other people. Other people have let you down in the past. They've made promises they couldn't follow through on. They've done these things to you, like they've offered you jobs and told you, just start here entry level and in 6 months you'll be running the place, and it didn't happen. And it wasn't because you didn't do your job or didn't follow through. It was more kind of a bait and switch thing to get you to work at a job that you were really overqualified for. So yeah, this is interesting. So I think more along the lines of this is you having faith that the situation's going to work out and maintaining that forward motion, even though it may not look like it's working out. But overall, July is going to be a really good month. So I think, yeah, have faith in yourself, have faith in the situation. Don't jump out there until you have a plan, and know that your life is divinely guided, because it is. So this is going to be your biggest asset, knowing your worth and then having faith that you're going to be able to tackle these problems, tackle this new job, tackle that move. And yeah, everything is going to move forward. This is going to be a month of big changes for you. But you've been setting up these changes for a while. So you're ready. Well, you're actually more than ready. So I don't think it's going to be one of those things where things change. You're going to be like, oh no, why is this happening? I think it's going to be more like, woo, celebrate, celebrate. So, okay, let's draw the next card, which will be your home life. Let's do this deck for a change. Your home life. So what's going on in your home? A time for healing. Okay, balsamic moon. So quite a few Aries have seen relationships end over the course of the last year, really. And you may be dealing with that. You may be working on personal healing because of that. Even though you're fine, you may have ended the relationship and you were ready to move on. It doesn't mean that you can just ignore all that history you've had. So it takes time. Healing is a process. So if you are impatient with feelings about an ex, or angry about the relationship or the time that you invested in the relationship, know that there are lessons in that, and it's just part of the process. So give yourself the time you need to heal before you jump out there and commit to somebody else. It's okay to date. It's okay to go out and have fun, for sure, for sure. But don't jump into the next serious relationship until you have healed the current issues that you have with your ex. And I think, yeah, that's pretty much going to be the home sector, which is one of the, I'm not going to say it's not It's not a good sector. It's just not where most of your luck is in July. Your luck is going to be in wealth, career, and new relationships as opposed to old relationships. So allow yourself the time you need to process the ending of the relationship and know that things will get better. And don't be impatient. Having these feelings just means that you're processing the energy. You're looking for maybe closure, and maybe there isn't an option for closure because the other person is just, they are who they are. So yeah, so that's your home life. So let's look at your wealth. Let's do this deck again. Let's look at your wealth, and we know it's going to be good. A time to breathe out, disseminating moon. Pardon me. Okay, so you can relax. The money's coming in. Things are getting back in balance. The wealth is coming. So you've been taking steps this year, this entire year, so the last 6 months, to get your finances under control, to find a job that pays you what you're worth, to change careers to something that is more suited to your talents and something where you can make more money and you can have that stability. And guess what? It pays off in June. So here we are in July. You've started this new job and you're starting to see the money come in, so you can relax a little bit. Now that doesn't mean you can't, I'm not saying go out there and buy a new car immediately. Wait, give it a couple of months. Take this time to maybe work on your credit, to work on having a little bit of savings for a rainy day. I don't think you're going to need it anytime soon, but it will help your peace of mind to have that. So yeah, I think you can relax a little bit financially. You don't have that constant strain or that constant worry about how you're going to pay student loans or how you're going to make rent. I think things are coming together, and that's going to continue throughout the rest of the year. So relax, breathe out, and know the money is taking care of itself. Okay? So, all right, that takes us to relationships. Let me take a drink of water and let's do this. Okay, so as I said before, a lot of Aries have ended relationships, and some of them have started dated already, and some of them are actually past dating and in the next relationship. Oh, hello, hi. I think somebody's texting me. Okay. So what's going on with that? How is that working, and what's going to become of it? So let's draw a card for single Aries. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay, single Aries. So whether you're in a dating slump or whether you're just trying to recover from the past relationship, know that the end of the cycle, this cycle has been tough. Let's be honest, the last 2 years have been tough. And in reality, the last 5 years have been tough because there's been some ups and downs. There was ups and downs in 2017, 2018, 2019. But 2020, everything changed, of course, because of the pandemic. And also everything changed in your own personal world. Being with someone 24/7 showed you more of their true colors. And you also decided in 2020 that you were going to stop settling. So everything changed. So if the cycle hasn't ended yet, expect it to end very soon, like the end of July. I think that you've had it with settling, period. That could be your theme for July, or actually 2022. No more settling. So will you meet someone? Because that's the question everybody asks. So let's see. Will single Aries natives meet someone in July that is, how should we put it, a good romantic possibility? Let's put it that way. The energy is gaining momentum, so I would say yes. I think too, you have the chance meeting showing up in your chart where it's likely that, you probably have a friend that wants to introduce you to somebody, or, there's somebody that you're seeing throughout your day that you're kind of flirting with. But I think the person that is most likely to be the person you're looking for is a chance meeting. Somebody you bump into, your friend says, come on, let's go out dancing, and you meet up with somebody who has their cousin or their coworker or some random person that you wouldn't normally cross paths with, will probably be with them. And that's more of the beginning of that. But I think that may have already happened, and you may have exchanged numbers, but you got busy. You're focused on your career. So if that did happen and you've got someone's number, why not text them in July and just say hi and see what happens? Because yeah, I think somebody special is right around the corner, and it's a good possibility you've already met them. And they're going to be a little bit different. Someone you wouldn't normally date. Not that there's anything wrong with them or anything like that. Just a strange chance meeting with somebody that's not normally in your circle or around you. So yeah. Aries has a really good chance of long-term relationship, and a really happy long-term relationship before the end of the year. So this could be the beginning of that. Okay, and partnered Aries, what's going on with you guys? Partnered or committed Aries native, sun, moon, or rising. Ooh, expect powerful changes. Okay, Aries, how's that relationship working? And are you happy? If you are, then the relationship will probably change. It will probably evolve into a more comfortable space where you can be you and not worry about micromanaging everything. And I think a lot of that has to do, honestly, with money, finances, responsibility, and those kind of issues. So with the money coming in June, July, August, September, we see that worry kind of lifts, so that you can maybe relax and have some fun with your partner instead of just worrying about all the relationship issues and that are related to money. Because let's be honest, I mean, a lot of couples break up because of finances. So I think that is going to be a big key in lifting some of the pressure. What else is going on with you guys? Okay. Ooh, possibility of a child. I just heard that. Okay, so that wasn't related to the card. I just heard it as I was shuffling. Possibility of adding to the family. So that's interesting. Congratulations. Okay, and the card is full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. So if you're like most people that are in a committed relationship, there might be something that you're holding on to from the past that is making you somewhat, let me just say it, bitter, angry, agitated. If you're going to stay together, you need to talk this through and you need to work through it. I'm not saying just blindly let it go and pretend everything's fine, because that doesn't work. But talk to each other, talk the situation out, and come to terms with it. If you're still mad about something that happened a year ago, 2 years ago, or even further, then you need to address it, because that kind of anger will poison the relationship. So get it out in the open, talk it through, find a way to get past that, because this is going to be a fabulous year for you. You don't want that poisoning the energy, okay? If you can get past that, the relationship will be stronger than ever. And if you can't, that's your sign that it may be time to move on. So yeah. Okay, that nothing like a heavy card there, right? But we've seen so many relationships. Oops, sorry, move the table there. We've seen so many relationships in the last 2 years just end that were surprising. But then when you start talking to the people, you realize that they haven't been happy in a very long time. So the time for settling is over, and the time for wasting time is over. Life is short, and you deserve to be happy as much as anybody, Aries. You have so much to bring to a relationship, so much to bring to the table. So you need somebody that's going to appreciate you and treat you accordingly. Okay, I'm going to draw the best crystal and then we'll look at the outcome, where you're likely to be at the end of the month. So let's look at the crystal for you to work with. I'm going to have to get a drink of water here. Actually, a cup of coffee might be pretty good. It's still pretty early here. Okay. I should call this crystals and tarot with coffee or something, right? Clear quartz. Okay, very good stone. I think it may be on the other channel. I have another channel, Sarah Parker Thomas, on YouTube. If you'll look at that one, which is me, it's me. I just talked about this card and about what a magical stone quartz is. Clear quartz helps us magnify our. So if you're trying to manifest that new job, manifest that bigger home or that special person, clear quartz is the stone to work with. This would be a great month to carry it, to put it on your altar, to work with it, meditate with it, and just keep it with you. But be prepared, because it will magnify everything. So if you are psychic, it will magnify your psychic abilities. If you are angry, it might magnify your anger. So just keep that in mind. It's a great stone to work with and one that we should all have. Definitely, clear quartz. It's probably the first stone I think most people end up with, because it is quartz is found all over the world, and it's relatively inexpensive. So best stone for you to work with in July, clear quartz, to help you get focused on what you want and to help you draw it to you. But this is going to be a fabulous month for you, really fabulous. Let me get a drink of water and then we'll look at where you're going to be at the end of the month. Okay. Where are you likely to be at the end of the month, Aries? And actually, I should probably do like an hour-long video on clear quartz, because there's so much it does, but not today. Okay. All right, we're just going to look at all these cards. Flow, joy, and truth. So where are you going to be at the end of the month? I think you're going to be in the flow. The glory of the universe flows through me. I think that's pretty apropos for you. Things are moving forward. The job is working out. The relationship is stable. And definitely the money is flowing in. So you are in that flow, in that balanced state where things are just working. There's synchronicity. You know that feeling when it's like you drive into the parking lot and instantly the best slot suddenly opens for you. All the lights are green on the highway. It's that kind of feeling. So I think that is amazing. So you can expect that by the end of the month. And joy. Yay. Joy and ecstasy flow through me wildly and freely. Okay. For you to be that happy, things have to be working. You have to be happy with your work. You have to be happy with your relationship, and you have to have enough time and space to be you and to live your truth. And that means you need time away from work where you can be you and do the things that you like and have fun and have those adventures and go out and see and explore and do things. And I think now you're putting that need to be who you are, your truthful self, who you really are, not who you show the world, into focus. You're stepping up and going, yeah, I want to do these things. I want to go explore. I want to go write a book. I want to go parasailing. And you're actually doing them. One, because you have the finances now, but also because you know how important it is to stop denying yourself these things. And that's what you've been doing. You've been putting your needs kind of on the back burner, and that time is over. So living your truth is helping you feel wonderful, joyous, and it's also helping you stay in the flow. This flow of the universe helps us create and manifest. But we do it by being authentic, by being truthful, by being who we are, and stop denying or trying to fit into society or trying to put other people's feelings ahead of our own. Obviously, in all relationships, we have to find that balance because it's not always about you, it's not always about them. Sometimes you have to look at the relationship, the family, all those things. And you're doing that. You've reached a new level of maturity after the last couple of years, Aries. And I think that also is really impacting the truth about you living in your truth now, and you see how important it is. So I think this is going to be a great month. We're going to see you happy. We're going to see you successful. We're going to see you working through relationship issues. We're going to see you doing healing at home. And we're going to see you get that new job or get that promotion, and the money's going to flow in, giving you space to live your truth, be happy, and be in the flow. So really a good month for you. Okay, does anybody have any questions? I'm going to drink some water, talk among yourselves. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. This was an impromptu. I didn't give you any warning that I was going to do this. But if you like this, and if you're game for me just throwing them out here randomly, let me know in the comment section. Yeah, life is really busy right now for me, and also I'm really busy at the clinic. So I'm doing a lot of healing sessions and a lot of coaching. So it's going to be catch as catch can at weird times with the readings. But I do endeavor, I almost said promise, but I can't promise, but I will endeavor to get as many readings done as I can in the course of the next 2 weeks. Okay. So nobody had any questions. Okay, great, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. If you liked it, be sure and give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, we have a Patreon account which helps support the channel, because trust me, we're not making anything off of it. So if you like this type of content, let me know, like it, consider becoming a patron, excuse me, or a member of the community. Okay, I'm going to run and start the day. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll speak to you soon. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.